Hi everybody, good morning. I'm doing this is the first room for this new year 2025 baseline and anomalies. This is a lab in task 7 or more about doing the lab how this start the machine elastic with Libana. So let's do quickly the first tasks and then we can do the lab. Is much reading in the first. Basically this one is introduction. The character is a soccer, for example, the name Anna. She's doing inventory and analysis of a company. Has been hired by DINC, so basically been hired by the company to do like full inventory of a company, infrastructure, computer, server, workstation, software, and detect any anomalies. So that's what the learned objective of this room. This is not a free room, it's only subscribers. If someone want to read from this, you can read the learning object define normal behavior, going through example of suspicious behavior, strategy, and then we can use the same later on. Here they tell you the benefit of course, use some level 1, level 2. Not really, most of the question you can understand it, you need even the elastic part, it's not that hard. So let's go through quickly. The first one they give us basically, the first one is hardware inventory. So Anna basically start inventorying the workstation. So this workstation, then adding the server, you have the what operating system, the device, the IP, internal, the management, the MAC address, where is the location. This company have different offices in different area and countries, or I think in different countries. Then on that we've not with SS, we're talking about the firewall, router and switches. And then you can download the task here. The task is they give you this Excel file. So basically it has all the information and that's it. So you have the firewall, the router, that's the first one, the network, then you have the server, then the switch, and then you have the workstation. Now the question, if we go, you can read, let me go in case someone doesn't have premium version. Basically it's more, yeah, it's a way how you, this is like a physical inventory. So the first question is, what's the name of the workstation that has a anomaly IP address? Now if we look for the IP address which is this range, we're talking about workstations, so this one, so we have this list of IP addresses. Now if we look, we have London offices and we have the New York offices. In London offices, the common sense on them, you have 192.168.10.10.10.10. Only this one has 20. And then in the office, they all look normal. The local IP is 40.40.40. Then the irony is that this IP20 is going here in the server. So, and that's a London data center. This is the London office. So no, usually companies assume they have the same structured IP. So this is 20 is like in the same subnet of the data center, the 20 here. So you can guess this not supposed to be. It's an anomaly that need to investigate. So you can assume that is not 100%. Now talking about anomaly IP regarding the server. If we go back to the same analysis regarding the server, this part, this thing, we can see London and then we have New York. Now the London one, this is external. The London one, they look fine. They are 20, 20, 20. Then we have the server for New York. We have 40, 50. Then we have a 40 here. We assign it for this IP of the New York office. So you can guess this is why this is 40, why it's not in the same like the others. So this one, it's a red flag. So not it need to investigate. That's the anomaly when you start to check where is there any issue to investigate it. Now of course what workstation device more different than the rest. So here is straight the model device is this one. They talk about workstations. So workstation is this. If we look for the old HP like Desk 805 G5, but this one is Mac iMac Pro. So this is different. Then the rest, the model is not the same. The next thing is basically we did the hardware, now the software inventory. Of course, for large software or companies, they use different strategies. Like they have sometimes the same copy of a VM they use to install all their Windows or Linux or all the software. So if they have the same type of software installed in all machines, of course, to create business software, you are your department in their respect. So each department will have their own type of software like HR, IT, they use GitHub, HR, maybe they go HR software, things like that. Then one thing they can do also, you use application log list. Like in Microsoft AppLocker or Apple Linux, you can define what application you can install. So if a user try or giving admin access trying to access something, they can't because it's controlled by the firewall. More AppLocker, then save up inventory. As mentioned previous task, application on the server should already be present in hardware inventory. So this one start there we did before. Golden image is basically uh, one image that have all the software and things like that, so you can copy it straight to the other machine. Each of these code image has all request software like EDR, log, all of this. Post a check. Once we have the requirement of the software running environment, we can use this information to head to the software. Now, Anna did for us the list. We can see this team viewer, you can say, because a lot of workstation they have it, so you can see it's normal. Because usually more they have it, you can assume they're using it. Less they have it, so you can question it. In general, it's not like how can install software for all, in general for all workstation like Microsoft Word. You can see this one they're using it a lot. Asana, what is Asana? Task and Project Manager, Salesforce, you can see ERP, Google Drive. AnyDesk is for help. So it is installed in full workstation. You can ask question, is it needed, is it not, is it there? So you can investigate cost side, that's clear, that's why it's 400. Tableau, it's data visualization, Workday, HR, GitHub is for development, Amazon Web, Power BI is only two. Power BI data visualization analytic can be dangerous because if you installed, it has license for Microsoft and also you have a power of sensitive data and also that's this one. So MailChimp install 2730 set. You usually look for the one that, so you can say maybe I will investigate why Power BI is installed in these two machines because it has a whenever you have this software, you can have too much data to analyze this information. Maybe it's legitimate and not 100%, but also this because it can be for support. But support from who? Is the company has an external company for support? So you can say maybe the 9 and the Power BI because it's also the only two I have in it. So there are two installed software programs that should not be included on the list. I'm not sure you can say should not. I mean, you can say it's. We can ask a question. It's like, okay, say let's investigate, uh, because it's not like it's a virus or something. So it's my understanding. Living off the land is this one, like a process that they can be installed and damage your masquerading as legitimate binaries like a PowerShell that try to bypass the system. Usually, like most legitimate usage of binaries like PowerShell or WMA, Windows Management Instrumentation. So, for example, like these couple of TryHackMe rooms, when a user receive an email with an attachment, and then you click an attachment, for example, an Excel file, and then from that Excel file is a PowerShell start. So when you see the relationship between parent and child, when you see the process of PowerShell, the parent is an Excel file and the parent of the Excel file is an Outlook. So there you can suspicious that there is something dodgy here. So the user open an attachment that contain maybe macro PowerShell or something. Change management and improve risk the way how to change, like for example. add the access list, ACL, control list, firewall, request management. This is like a CompTIA security plus stuff. Request for change, you ask administration, the defenses can communicate with the as a finally, the biggest tool for defender can be communication. Defender can ask the system administration team if they perform the specific activities. Like in case you find some anomaly, you go ask things like that. If you want to make a change, you make a request for change. If approved, then you do the change. So you have a log for the change and things like that. When trying to identify if an activity was performed by an administrator or not, what the biggest tool. So basically it's not the easier. Before you go to logs or things, just ask the question. Ask the administrator, did you do this or not? So everybody is happy. Which process can be used to track and improve changes to the firewall access control list? What changes? Yeah, change management and approval. So this one is already talked about it just now. So we can go to the lab now. We're still not in the lab. Okay, this is another three. This one, if you do complete escape task, you're talking about Zonon, and we have a DMZ where you put your front-end web application. And then you can have restricts a zone like a database and things like that. So you have applications that facing the internet, and then you have a DMZ, and they have the proxies and all of that. Restriction access. An explicit you do the allow ACN in a firewall, and you have guys, you can read about it. You use a proxy and internal proxies and DNS internal DNS server for internal communication, so you can track outside and incoming. So anyone that trying to bypass the proxy and the internal server, you can later on detect, because the hacker doesn't want to go through the proxy. So to bypass, we can find anomalies. Then port and address and MAC address, because you can lock the IP to the MAC address, so you can trace. For example, suppose always station enterprise network present in IP region. The same what with log here. So usually, when we said here, if you look here, you say London office, all of them are in 192.168.10. Then you see why this one is in 20. What's special about this? Then you go investigate this one. So this is the type of things. Now if you're looking for DNS traffic bypassing locally, what should we exclude? We need to exclude the internal DNS server. So internal DNS server, if we DNS, if we exclude the DNS internal DNS server and we find something, it means some user internally want to bypass the proxies and DNS, and then we can become an anomaly. Now this one, impossible trap. Impossible trap, basically it's a firewall that if, for example, if you have a log and you say someone logged from London, 5 minutes later log from United States, 6 minutes later logged from Russia or something. So you can't be on all these places in the same time. So it will be trigger file. That's why we call it impossible travel. Login time, also the time if someone, for example, a company work, for example, from 8 to 5, and then you have a login at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you question it, well, who's logging? Then login machines, like someone, user A usually use workstation A, and then somehow you find it login to workstation B, so you ask why. And then we have this is single sign on, and all of that. This is security. This one, what kind of value should be generated if a user log in from to? This is we talk about it now. But suddenly logging into they might mean the user account is compromised. Same things. This is like more base. Now let's start building alert and use cases. Policy inside the threat hunt. Another way to ensure that we can keep identity set normal. Anomalies is in the enterprise networks by performing policy and strategy driven threat hunt. Okay, let's now try practice what we got. The only thing they tell us, you have been altered with login outside the normal office hours in the 2724. Now if I come to Alistic now, I can do discover close this. Okay, we already know we have an absolute time. We have it in July. It said 27 July 24. Let's go for midnight and then absolute. We have July 24, 27. Let's go the whole night. And they said to us, can we make this one bigger? Let's see. Okay, it does look. You can see it said they tell us outside of his house. So we assume this one is like 6:30 and this one's 7. 7 assume we have 15,000 in 7. So assume we click in this green one. And we got this, so we can see we have login here at 6:37 and this one 6:47. This is we assume is outside hours. So if I go now, this is what they have. We have the index is sorted. They already give us the index. Then let's say we can I can click here and say we have the source of the log. Let's add it to check it. We have the user. Let's click the plus count. Timestamp, we have the action. It said allow, all of them allow, so we don't need to edit there. Client IP added, destination IP, we can add a domain, we can add an event ID to it, help us. Protocol and resolve IP, I don't need it. Action, we said there. Done. So if we look now this and it would give me information. When you can see the event ID, we have 4648 and 4728. Now, the 4648 event, 4648, a login was attempted using explicit credential. So we have an event ID 4648. Then the 4728, what is the 4728? A member was added to security enabled global group. An Active Directory user and computer security enabled group are simply referred to as security group. AD has to type, and then Microsoft tells us that this is the fault. A member was added to security enabled group. But for us, we know this it's a login time. A logger with Mia Perez, and you can see it from Windows event log was logged in. And we can see the time of the login. July 27. The question asks us for the time. Let's copy the time quickly. At 10. July 27. Am I confused now? No, 6. What 10 came from? It says 6:37. Why there it say 10? Why these two times are different? It's like these two have been between them. But I'm not sure. Is this time 10? This is. I think this one is the correct one. I think there is 2 time or something. Is this time, I'm not sure if this is the UCT time and this one the machine time or something. This one is 10 o'clock. It's like 4 hours. I think this is the correct clock time. Very, very strange. Why you have 2 time here? So I know the time is this one. Because when you close it, that's the time that shows. I think the log time or the UC time, but this is the time that the logs are. So we know it's 4648 was logged with the name is Mia Perez, so we know that. And then the activity from 2 different machines. What's the other machine? If I understand the correct question is the client. I don't know why this one client IP didn't happen. This is the proxy log, then DNS log. We have a machine. The first one is 162.168.178. and then another machine is like jumping to the next machine, which is the 36 machine. I assume that when they say two different machine, what's the next machine? I think they're referring to this one, the next one. Then the domain this user connect to. I'm trying to find, I'm not sure if we have too much action. The port here is yeah, why not add the port to see where it's going? The protocol must be TCP, is no okay, CNAME, resolved IP. Uh, what we did add, even a port here doesn't show. You, you can see it's a DNS log is calling this c2server.com. I'm trying to think, but I'm not sure if this we don't have a log for the. We only have a log for event. We don't have security and things like that to give us the command this user is using. Timestamp description. Yeah, we can add this to get some idea. What is the port? Let's not remove the port. You can see the description. Explicit login by user Mia on 192.16.1.7. So the first time this user logged in, you can see it's a explicit log on by user Mia Perez on 192.16.8178. This IP, and then you can see somehow is trying to query the DNS here. The proxy then went to the DNS. It's first for the time is going up or going down. No, now I'm getting confused. But this is the early. No, it's going up. So 3747. So you go to the query DNS server. Use it admin to added to admin group. This is an event, but why the firewall didn't kick in? I don't know, there's no information. What else we have there? Action, allow, protocol, record type, CNAME, DPN 7, no. Where's that command line? There's no command line. I'm not sure if we have a full log or something. We don't. Maybe we don't have access to the security log or PowerShell or something to see what these users do. But we can see now. This time he logged in me appearance. The event is there. Then somehow here the user added to admin group, and the machine is 192.168.136, which is basically what we found. And we can see the communication happening in this domain. The DNS is calling that, so we assume that. So that's the best I can think about it from these logs. Are there other logs we can check? I don't see any logs. What other logs there? Index equal. Usually it tell you, even if you call all of them, no? Why it doesn't call the full index? In any case, guys, that's I think that's the solution. Let's not complicate it. I don't think it need too much complication here. That's the search for it. I'll have a look again if I see if there is anything interesting. What's this? We identify anomalies, we figure out that someone will living off the land, normal signing activities, special building environment, specific use case, and then let us know in Discord. And okay, thank you very much, TryHackMe. This is my first, I think this is my first video for the 2015. I think I need to go back to doing walkthrough. I almost didn't want to do it, and I said I will share it next time. Okay, thank you guys very much, and have a good day.